This is the trading review for Friday, the 21st of July 2023. And it was a complicated month. A complicated day. I was looking at AMD and Tesla first, but Tesla entered into a short selling restriction, and I didn't see that in the pre market. So I had to quickly find something else. And Apple was trading nicely. It had the same, pretty much the same setup, but it wasn't in short selling restriction. They still had a weekday yesterday. So today I was aiming for a for a choppy day, which kind of happened. And but the difference is we're opening close to R3, so I was looking for a short or for a reaction of R3, and I missed this entry because when the stock market opened, I had to quickly search for a new stock to trade. So I was making Apple. I was setting up Apple, and here is where I messed up. Well, anyways, I wasn't able to trade AMD, Apple, because I made an entry on Apple. So I wasn't able to trade this. This was a nice setup for a reaction of R3. I could have made a nice entry for a run down to 109, which could have been good enough. And it traded like a bracket. You can see here that we had the highs, we had the lows until this point, which tried to break R3, but it failed. And it wasn't until around an hour ago that it achieved that. So, um, so looking at Apple, we have this run up. We have this upper hammer, which I should have used to enter short. But I waited here, and on this doji, I made an entry long. But I think one of the things I need to adjust on my Apple long is that this first entry could have been perfect. But after you face a reaction, I think one of the things I have to adjust in my strategy is that once you fail, it's a short. You had all the shorts covering, but you still have selling pressure, no more buyers, so you can go with a normal traverse. So it's one of those things that I have to add to my repertoire of details of this strategy, the F3 failure. And I was very confident about the long, which is misplaced confidence. So I went long twice, and I got stopped out twice. So my first trade was an my first two trades were my strategy of R3 failure, and I did execute. It's just that I didn't know this was I didn't know this could happen. So it's part of the learning process for this strategy. So I have to adjust it. It was very bullish, so, and resulted in losses. With actually some slippage, and then we drop, and that's when I realized I should have taken a short at this doji. Um, but we dropped to pre-market high, and then I feel I face fear of missing out, so I made an entry short, and I got stopped out, and then I made an entry short once we pulled back a little more, with a stop loss at 20 moving average, but I was still experiencing the pullback, and had I waited for this rejection, I would have been holding. So after this, I tried the R3 traverse, which I did not execute because I was jumping in too soon, and so resulted in a loss as well, but those do not count. And those are the trades I took today. And this data set is going to be ugly as well, pretty much unsalvageable. And fortunate that all four trades were losers. And these ones dissipated, anticipated, and stop was tight. So this data set is not gonna be helpful, so I'm gonna have to just restart a new one because I'm gonna obtain good results out of this one. And I don't respect rules again, which is 5 and 5. Funny how that happens. And I respected stop losses today. I tried to find solutions to unexpected problems, and I did. I focus on analyzing my mistakes. You didn't hit the goal today. Well, the first two were, so I guess, 50% executed. Still not good enough. We do 4 trades, 4 and -4. So that's the day for that's my day trading today. Not very good, but I learned about by longs here that I guess once you have a reaction like this, even if the ask is strong, because it was super strong, we had a lot of orders to the top side, but they could be spoofing, which is why I think using the level 3 could be useful. And I need to be more patient because not watching these signals is killing me. This could have been a very good entry point here, and I could have added at R2 pretty easily for just one good trade. So I need to stop thinking about um, we actually dropped to 192. So I need to stop thinking about having uh, quick money in the trading. I'm missing out on opportunities. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of the Camarilla pivots because they're kind of like triggering my hesitation, my fear, because I see the pivot and I think something's gonna happen, but I don't wait um, for the big signals to happen. But I think it's just I need to force discipline on that, on those entries. So that's it for the trading review.